So you come to a stoplight and your engine shuts down. You wait a little bit, you hit the gas pedal, the engine starts back up, and you go again. That's the auto start-stop system. What is it? Why do we have it? And more importantly, is it worth using? Thank you for joining me, Mike MDs. Now, before I get started, this video is specific to non-hybrid vehicles because on most hybrid vehicles, you don't have the option to disable the auto start-stop function, like on most gasoline engine vehicles. What is auto start-stop? To put it simply, it is a system that shuts down your vehicle's engine to reduce the amount of time it spends at idle. This in turn reduces fuel consumption and emissions. So what does this mean for you? Savings on fuel cost, up to 10% actually, in ideal situations of course. What's an ideal situation, you say? An example would be a commute plagued with traffic lights, the type of traffic that requires you to sit a while without having to lift a foot off the brake. So, should you use the auto stop-start function and save some money on fuel cost? Well, why wouldn't you? Well, I'll tell you why right now. The auto start-stop function puts extra strain and wear on your vehicle's components, such as the alternator, which job is to maintain operating voltage of the vehicle, the battery, the starter motor, the engine mounts, which is the suspension for your engine, and internal engine wear on metal-to-metal components. Take, for example, the timing chain. Over time, it starts stretching when using this system. You can start to see where I'm going with this. It's getting a little expensive. But by now, you may be shouting that all these listed parts have been beefed up to accommodate the thousands upon thousands of engine starts. And you'd be right, 100% correct in fact. But just like everything else, it's been designed just to make it out of new vehicle warranty. It's expensive to make vehicles, and if you can save some money, they will. Besides, it's a fact that automakers don't make all their money on new vehicle sales, but on selling the parts to maintain the vehicle once out of warranty. Now, I can only speak for BMW and Mini Cooper as that's what I specialize in. We do see many repairs needed due to the system as previously mentioned, plus some things that are unique to this car brand. One example is on the BMW 3 Series. The engine wiring harness gets chafed in multiple areas from the intense shaking of every startup. The harness must be replaced. The issues that it causes can be very difficult to diagnose as it's usually intermittent, and the repair isn't cheap. Alright, so the takeaway, is the cost and inconvenience of repairs worth using the auto start-stop feature? Well, my belief is no. Not even close, in fact, unless you are leasing or plan on dumping your vehicle before it's out of new vehicle warranty. At that point, who cares? Besides, there are other ways of saving fuel without putting the strain on your vehicle, such as, well, a big one is driving 10 miles an hour slower on the freeway than you normally do, assuming you're going at least the speed limit. This is a huge savings, and studies have actually been done on this. Now, another one, this is so simple, and I like to do this. I'm a little bit of a freak about this. Keeping my tire pressures at the factory spec at all time. I mean, if they're just a little bit low, it's really going to put a damper on your fuel mileage, and that's just an easy one. And it's also going to make your tires wear more evenly. And then how about this one? Accelerate less aggressively when taking off from a stop, and then deaccelerating a little further away from, when you see a stop coming up. Basically drive like a grandma. They're on fixed income, so maybe they're onto something. Using cruise control, either on your commute, like if you're on the highway, if you're on a road trip, this one really helps out because it takes away all the inconsistencies of human error. And it's just a direct shot, and you'll save some fuel. Now, not only will all these things save money and fuel costs, but all these things will actually help extend the life of your vehicle. It'll save it. Versus the auto start function does the exact opposite. It wears your vehicle out. It's definitely not worth it. Let me know your thoughts on this whole thing and also some ways that you save on fuel costs. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Happy motoring to you.